Hello, grade 7 students. This is day 2, STP Mathematics 2A lesson series. Hope all of you have watched the day 1 lesson. By any chance, if you have not watched, please pause this video and go to that video and watch it because this is a continuous process. So then if you have not watched the previous one, sometimes you can't understand what I'm talking here. Therefore, please watch them in order. So when you look at the thumbnail, I have clearly mentioned day 1, day 2, day 3 likewise with your textbook image. So then easily you can understand that which video I should watch first. Okay, so then according to the first day or the day 1 discussion, we are supposed to do few sums at home. So then first I will discuss them as the homework discussion. So then I'll move to the page so you can remember. So we want to do question number 1 to 10 I asked, but I'll quickly explain you 1 to 12. So these are very easy ones. So then I'll do that. You take your pink color pen and mark your answers. See whether you have followed all the steps like this. If not, pause the video, write them down. So then here I will write the answers. So here 3 to the power 2. So then how do you do this? So then you put you want to read the question. So you want to find the value here. You can see that according to the example that you want to find the value. So then we will find the value 3 to the power 2 means that you want to get the expanded version 3 times 3 and you can write the answer 9. So then the question number 2, you have 4 to the power 1. 4 to the power 1 means it is 4. I will explain you later how I get the answers when you have 4 to the power 1, 4 to the power 0, how it works. I will explain more. But for the time being, we know if it is 3 to the power 2, we want to multiply the base value 3 times. If it is to the power 1, that means you want to multiply that it once. That means it is that the base value as it is. So then the question number 3 we do have 10 to the power 2. So 10 to the power 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. So then the answer is 100. Okay. Question number 4, it is 5 to the power 3. So then we write 5 times 5 times 5. So then the answer is, it is 125. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, 125. So then question number 5, it is 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 means 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. So that is 1000. Right? So then the question number 6, we have 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. You want to multiply 3 4 times. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27 times 3, it is 81. So question number 7, you have 2 to the power of 7. 2 to the power of 7. So then 2 times. So you want to write it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. 64 times 2, 128. So then the question number 8, we have 10 to the power 1 again. So then it's easy. We just write 10 to the power 1 means 10. So then the question number 9, you have 4 to the power 3. 4 to the power 3 means 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64. Then question number 10, you have 10 to the power of 4. So then how do you get the answer? 10 to the power of 4, 10 times, 10 times, 10 times 10. So then you write the answer 10,000. Then I'll quickly do question number 11 and 12, even though I didn't ask you to do 10 to the power of 6. So then you write 10 6 times, 10 times, 10 times, 10 times. Right. So then the answer is 1 million. Right. And the last one, it is 3 to the power of 3. So then how do you get this? 3 times, 3 times 3. The answer is 27. Okay. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So that is all about these simple questions. So then the next set of questions, you want to do the underlined sums, 18 to 22, right? So then I'll show you how to do 18, that we will write, put the question number 18 here, and we'll see that you want to show all the steps, children. So then here we have 5.37 multiplied by 10 to the power of 5. So can you remember what we did here? So you want to multiply 10 here 5 times. When you multiply 10 5 times, it gives me 100,000. And then I rewrite this 5.37 multiplied by 100,000. Okay, so then it's better that if I can write this side, otherwise then it get confused. So this should be 100,000. Right. Now how many steps I should move with the decimal man? Sorry, 5 steps. So then already I have 3 steps, right? So then I write 5, 3, 7. Another 3 steps I should go. And my final answer, 537,000. So I know some of the students, they might ask, do I really need to do the 3rd step? Yes, because that shows your knowledge that what happened to the answer when you're multiplying like this. Therefore, please show it like that, right? So then the question number 19, we have 4.63. 4.63. So then I want to double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So then the question 19, okay. So then the question 19, we do have 4.63 multiplied by 4.63 multiplied by 10 to the power of 1. Okay, so then it is 10 to the power of 1 mean it is 10, right? So then I can rewrite this 4.63 multiplied by 10, then the answer will be 46.3. This is how you want to get the answer. The first one, 5.37 multiplied by 10 to the power of 5. And the next one, 4.63 multiplied by 10 to the power of 1. So then the next one, 5.032. So then I'll move to the next one. Question number 20. 5.032. 5.032 multiplied by 10 to the power of 2. 10 to the power of 2 means 10 multiplied by 10. So that is 100. Okay. So then here I have 5.032 multiplied by 100. So then the answer will be 503.2. Okay. So then the next one, question number 21. Question number 21, you have 7.09. we have 7.09 multiplied by 10 to the power of 2, right? So I double check the question. Yes, 10 to the power of 2. So then 10 to the power of 2 means 10 times 10, that is 100. I rewrite the question. 7.09 times 100. So then the answer will be 709.0. Then I write the final answer. It is 709. Then I'll do the last question, that is question number 22. Question number 22. It is 6.978. 6.978, 10 to the power of 1. So that is 10. Then when I multiply 6.978, 10 to the power of 1, so then that is 69.78. Right? So that is all about your answers, the homework answers. You just see that how I wrote the answers, right? So how I wrote the answers. So here that you can see the how I have expanded this and how I multiplied the decimal number by that whatever the 10, 100,000, 10,000 or 100,000, whatever it is. So then if there is anything like this 0.0, then how I have concluded my answer. So you can clearly see. So then you go through each and every sum and check whether you have done it like this. By any chance, if there is any doubts, please comment in this video. I'll explain that whatever the doubt you have in the next video. Okay, so then we will move to the next theory component. All of you need to take your theory book. And by now you know when I ask you to take the theory book, what you're supposed to do. You want to put the date. The very first thing you should do, you want to put the date, right? You put the date and you start from, so then here, if I write that today it is 4th of August, right? 4th of August. So then it should be in blue color, right? So then you keep it here. And then today multiplying numbers written in index form. So then that is our subtopic. So then here we write the subtopic multiplying numbers, right? Multiplying numbers written in index form. Multiplying numbers written in index form, right? Multiplying numbers written in index form. So this is the topic today. So you want to write these things in your theory book. So hereafter, when I ask you to get your theory book, you know that what we should do. First, you put the date and you write the subtopic. Then you can copy down that. First, you listen to me and first you watch that what I'm doing and what I'm writing. And then when you feel that you want to copy down the note, you pause the video and copy down it. So then again you watch it. But initially before copying down, you want to carefully watch this and try to understand the concept very well. Now let's say children, if you have something like this, 2 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 2, right? So then you have the multiplication, you are multiplying. What you are multiplying? The numbers which are written in index form. You just tell me, children, 2 to the power 3 means 1. 2 to the power 3 means 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, right? And then I put the middle multiplication. And 2 to the power 2 means what? 2 times 2. So this is the meaning of that. So all together, when I get this, how many that when I multiply them together? 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times 2. So what is the answer? It is 2 to the power of 5. Okay. So here we call this answer in index form. So you might understand that when you are doing the past papers, why I'm specifically giving you this answer that we call the answer in index form, right? Answer in index form. If you want to get the answer in value form, what you should do, 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. So this answer we called answer in value, right? Answer in value, right? Answer in value. Now, you just tell me, children, that when you have this, right? When you have this, you just tell me that if you have 2 to the power 7 and 2 to the power 8, are you going to write it this much 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times? It is difficult, right? So then there should be a proper method to do this when you have something like this. Keep this in your mind. If you have the multiplication with the same base value, right? With the same base value, what you should do that I show you, if you have 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2, that we have another way to do this. What it is, 2 to the power of 3 plus 2. You add the indices, you get the answer 2 to the power of 5. So what is 2 to the power of 5? That is the answer in index form. By any chance, if they have asked you to write the answer in value or that find the value, something like that, so you can't keep the answer as 2 to the power of 5. So in that case, you don't get the full marks. So then if they ask you to find the value or answer in value form or find, so those words ask you to find the value. That means the answer in value form. But specifically, if they say that you multiply these index numbers and give the answer in index form, you just write it as 2 to the power of 5. So now you can understand the shorter method or the shortcut when you have the multiplication and you have the same base value, you can add the indices. 3 plus 2, it is 5. Then if you need to have the value, you can write 32. So another example I will give you, if you have something like this, let's say 4 to the power of 3 multiplied by 4 to the power of 5. What you should do, you have the multiplication, you have the same base value. So then you write 4 to the power of 3 plus 5. 4 to the power of 3 plus 5. Okay. So then the answer is 4 to the power of 8. Now, if you want to find the value, you just expand it 4 times, 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. Likewise, you want to expand it 8 times and you want to get the values. But basically, when you have this kind of big number in the index, they just ask you to write it in index form only. Now, let's say if you have something like this, children, that you have x to the power of 4 times x to the power of 2. Now, what is the answer? The same thing. The x is the same base value. It is a multiplication. So, what you are supposed to do? You can add the indices. So, then here it is x to the power of 6. Right? X to the power of 6. So then I'll give you another example. Let's say you have m to the power of 5 and m. What does this mean? Now here we don't have anything now. So what does that mean? That means m to the power of 5 times m to the power of 1. If you just see the letter or if you just see the number, to the power should be 1, right? I will explain it as I promise you. I will explain this part later. But for the time being, keep that in your mind. If you see that just the letter or just the number, that means to the power 1. So then what you can do, that m to the power of, inside the bracket, you can add 5 plus 1. So then the answer is m to the power of 6. Right, so then the next one, if I give you, let's say, 5 to the power of 2 times 5. Now what happened? The same thing you should do. 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 1. And then we write 5 to the power of 2 plus 1, and then we write the answer 5 to the power of 3. Okay, so this is the theory content that we learned today, multiplying numbers written in index form. Now, I gave you the expanded version, how it works, and how we are writing the answers in index form. Then I uh, gave you the answer in value, right? So then what we should do, so then in simple version, when you have the multiplication, the same base value, you want to add the indices. By any chance, if you come across with a number that you don't have the power, that means it is 5 to the power of 1 or m to the power of 1. Any letter or number to the power of 1, right? So then you just rewrite it as 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 1. Now you have the two indices over there. So same base value 5. So then you add the indices 2 plus 1. Keep this in your mind. You can add the indices like this in two conditions. What? It should be the multiplication and it should be the same base value. Otherwise, you can't add these things like this. That there should be a multiplication in between the two index numbers, and the base value should be same. Then you can add the indices and get the answer in index form. By any chance, if you want to find the value, you want to get the expanded version, and you multiply it many times that how they have mentioned it in the index, then you get the value. But keep this in your mind that if you have something like this one, and if you have this one, so you can give only the answer in index form. You can't get the answer in value form. Why? You don't know the value of this base, right? So then in those cases, you can only give the answer in index form, not in the value form, right? So then this I explained the second page now, right? So now you can do the exercise 1B, that will be the homework for today. Exercise 1B, question 1 to 10, right? So you can see that how they have shown the example inside the box. So that is very similar to the things which I did here. You want to copy down the note and you want to move to the exercise book again to do this exercise. Okay, children, that hope all of you understood what I explained here. We discussed the homework yesterday's one. Then we discussed the new theory content for today. So that is multiplying numbers written in index form, right? I gave you many examples and how to do that. So what is the theory behind this? And you are required to do these 10 questions as the homework. And the next day, I will explain these 10 questions and I'll move to the division and the rest of the theory content. Okay, children, we'll meet again next day. Until then, stay safe, do the homework, go through the theory, and be ready for the next lesson.